Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. If scoring comes in bunches in today's game, it's most likely coming through the air, as both teams rank in the top 10 in passing TDs. It's the Bills going up against the Patriots.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. 220.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
On second down, here's Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And now running right through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Tight, 380.
552.
They go play action here on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. Caught on the right side, Reed. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Tight, line 90. 3 down.
Now Wilson Wilson on second down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Tight, green 80.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Alert. Hey, 66.
On.
Wait,
Down,
53.
stand up in.
Waiting to throw on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after try forthcoming.
Touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Tight, blue 80.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Tight end left. Hey.
Tight.
4 down.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They got another first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Alert! Wait, 20! Check, 35! Crunch!
So after the INT, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Wait, 20! 53!
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to the
To throw, it's Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
I got 87, that's me, boys.
2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wait, 20! 35! Wait, 20! 53!
On first down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
4 down, check, 4 down. 20, wait, 20. Alert. 99, check 99. Wait, check 90. Easy. Switch it. Let's go. Kill. Wait, 20, 52. Check.
Play clock winding down. Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On second down, here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Cut! 380!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Even. 4 down. Even. Shot. Hey, Mike 51.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Scooby Wright. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Strong right. Strong right.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now down. So let's see what this is about. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
All right, here we go. Wait, 20. Alert.
Say.
Hit. Wait, 20.
Under 10.
29 to Mike.
10.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
55. Wait, 20. 52. Wait, 20.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
Blitz.
Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Tight left.
Wait, 20.
Boys, we got 4.
Wait,
4
20.
down.
55. Wait, 20. Go 50. Wait, we get.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
Coming, double up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Lucky.
Brandon Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Man left.
Set.
We got 3. 3 down.
Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down following the incompletion.
Tight left.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Check me out. We got to stand up over there.
They go play action now. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That pick six extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from.
He's got a man complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
I know you felt that one.
A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills are in for 6. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. A little 360. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Wide!
Four down. Alert.
Blue 20. Wide 20.
52. Check.
52. Go!
Now Brady throwing on second down.
No.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
On play action, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, we got three down.
Front, move away, front.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Play action. Now Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tight end left, tight end left. We got 4. We got 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They can get carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that, we're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Check cookie. Tempo. Watch twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Strong left. Right. Move the team.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Right. Move the team. Check 4. 18. Tight end right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
20. 20.
Brady now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Brown. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
You better be ready next time. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. White 20. Alert. 14's moving. Alert. 55.
On second down, here's Brady. Right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
20. 49.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
20. Wide 80.
4 down. Even.
52.
Watch safety. Creeping.
Now a play fake. Brady.
Check it, Humphrey.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gronkowski with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Tight, Mulaney.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Tight, Mulaney. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On second down, Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Tight left, tight left. Tight, move 15.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I'll put the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at it second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Two tights. 3 down.
Now Wilson to throw again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He looks to be in that groove right now. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Look.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear.
They begin with Henry. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Wait, let's go! Play 20, 51!
Kill,
20! Start fast, fellas, start fast! Go, go! 380!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Allen has it, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Yeah, here come the Bills. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Watch tight
end.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Steps away to his left, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, alert.
We got three.
Here's Wilson to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said this guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Watch the run.
36 power.
Bang, bang.
18.
Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Taken in at the 11. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Strong right.
Blue 20.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett.
Outside coming.
Philip Dorsett by himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots continue to roll.
Yo, I'm trying to run this clock out so much, yo.
Yo, second quarter, I made dinner, I eat dinner, I clean the kitchen, and I come back and it's still in the second quarter.
Yo, we haven't even got out the 3rd quarter yet, yo. I don't know why this is so long.
Down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
Are you playing BFT?
Nah, Game of Inches. I already played BFT.
They need points.
Big time.
Played M1. Oh, you played? He played M1?
Yeah, I played N1 already.
And what, BFT?
Yeah.
Got that dub.
No, I lost that one.
Oh yeah. He's tough, bro.
Yo, he plays good defense, yo. What he did was he played smart, and he kept playing over the top, and I kept going underneath. It kept working until I went underneath too much, and my dudes got tired. That's a pick. Oh my gosh. This nigga got that.
Well, that's the nigga I had to play twice a year, so. M1's tough, bro.
Yeah, he ain't no slouch, but he played good defense. It wasn't he don't run no cheese.
That's what he does. He plays good defense,
but the problem is you got to have defense to match it because he's gonna run the ball on you.
Yes, Zeke was unstoppable.
Yeah, and that's the problem, is that he himself is not good. It's not like he calls good plays.
Yeah, he was just calling run plays that just allowed his running back to get open, and then his offensive line is 99 across the board. So
exactly, and I had to play that crap twice here. I'm like, this is gay. I'm done. That's another one of the reasons why I was like, all right, this is whack.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, he's not a bad player.
Dude's talking about he loses and starts 1-4. Talk about I'm tanking.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done. It's like, this is stupid.
But yeah, like I said, I wasn't mad about it. He played a good game. Oh well, next season. Oh well, next I want you down. I want you to come down. I want you to come down. Oh, he's not. He's covered. Ooh, nice comeback. Nice.
Come on, nigger. Oh, you on broadcast? Can't say that kind of stuff. You get your busted kid booty.
Yo, what's up with you in this ER, yo? You good?
Come on, my dude. Let's go. Can we pick a game? Can we pick a game now? I'm ready to go.
Yo, that was funny when we was playing Siege. This man gave a mean ER. I was like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute, easy. Don't you do it. Don't you
Come on, Greg, where you at, bruh?
Throw it. I want you. Ooh, please throw it. Throw it. Throw it. God dang it, why you ain't throw it? I don't want the sack.
Yo, what we doing, bro? Are we playing or are we looking at these dudes?
I'm playing. I'm just waiting to get out this game, yo.
Yo, if Lando would shut up, I can hear what Greg's trying to say.
Sorry.
I'm trying to invite you. I pressed invite players, and it is lagging like a mug.
Oh, goodness.
Player privileges. Hold up. What is going on? Try to invite me, Tony.
Oh, nice play. Oh, he done. He done for the game. He grabbing his back.
Alright, I'm back in. Let's do it this way.
Is that Russell Wilson? No.
Huh?
Brown. Stop beating up on that dude, man.
That ain't my problem.
Are we bringing in your boy too?
Come on.
Food sandwich?
Don't run no street.
Yeah. Yo, what is going on with Siege right now? They're in a match, but they're about to be out.
Yo, he is tearing me up with these comeback routes, yo.
Stop playing hard flat.
No, I'm in cloud flat.
Oh, that's my ETO too. If you're playing cover 3, it ain't gonna work.
No, I'm in Tampa too. I don't know. Yo, I don't know how he's getting it off, yo. I'm about to use it. But then I'm scared I'm gonna open up something across the middle. I'm gonna go cover 3 buzz here. And I'm gonna leave you back there, Black Baron. Come on. Throw it. I'll throw it. Got him! Give me that, nigga! Let's go. Gotta stop messing with Gilmore.
Yo, I sent it, bro.
This
yeah,
man.
My bad. I had to back out and come back in because it wouldn't let me join the party or leave the party.
This man called his running back. Oh,
nah, you good. 1 second, I'll be in there.
Bro, really, yo? You're really gonna impress Cooks? Seriously. Alright. Your funeral. Deep it is.
Sandwich just at one.
Yeah, let's join him.
Got it. Give me that. Don't press him. Don't press. That's all I can tell you. Don't press. 318 passing yards. Let's go.
Jeez.
Brady was slinging it. Right, Ma? I said Brady was slinging it. Right, Ma? Oh, he's still slinging it. It's another touchdown. Man, what you make? Spaghetti. Got that cheese, homie? Got that hot sauce?
Running the clock out,
Yo, I thought I was running the clock out, yo, but then it's like, I don't know. Alright, I'm running clock now. I'm running clock. I won't throw him anymore, I promise.
I'm going to game chat, Tony.
All right, I'll go with you.
Alright. I got 6 minutes, so I'll hit y'all. I'll send y'all a text. Let's go. Let's go.
This will be taken in the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, get one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check three. All go special. Move 15.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. And second down.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
A first throw for the backup Palmer. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Let go. Right. 4 down.
Palmer will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Watch the screen.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bills on 0 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far. Contact. He is knocked down hard. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey, out.
And they will take a knee here.
Double tight. Even. 4 down.
White 20. Green 80. Hey.
And they take a knee. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
4 down. Check.
White 20. Alpha, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll need to get the play out quickly. Fielded at about the 28. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Palmer firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go. Right 90.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Now Palmer. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Move.
Righty. Four down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. Sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Brady going to throw here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief no doubt on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 36. That one goes for 24 yards. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Wait, 20.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Wait, 20.
Out.
380, 55. Blue 20. Let's go on. No, 66.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go. Wait, 20.
Now Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic